Fatality.
Holy shit. In what I think was a really clever way, Ubisoft has revealed the new hero coming to For Honor, the Warmonger, and she's literally been right in front of us this whole time. In case you've lived under a rock for the last 2 weeks, wannabe Apollymom Astria is the new hero, and many of you are already familiar with her because you've been fighting against her as an event boss, until now. Well, actually 1 day from now, but just rewatch this tomorrow and then it'll be now. How this whole thing was orchestrated and played out was really fun to watch. Earlier this year, the factions kinda got tired of fighting, so they pulled out some musical instruments and held concerts and festivals reliving events of the past. Most recently, the much sought after and highly requested Test Your Metal event.
Season 2 continues with the Metal Trials, a tribute to the fall of Apollymom. Warriors from all factions will reenact legendary battles impersonating the heroes and villains who made history.
So we got to kill Apollymom all over again, even if she was just an imposter for funsies. Well, just like some medieval telenovela, other wannabe Apollymom shows up and executes the current imposter Apollymom who was just having fun playing dress up. And she brought along her other Cult of Horkos buddies to kick our asses for the last 2 weeks.
Oh my god, here we go again.
This is how you're going to feel the first month after the release of the character.
That all ends in 2 days, as you can put yourself in her shoes. Sabatons. And let me tell you, Apollymom 2.0 does not disappoint. On that note, sorry gamers, but she really is Apollymom and not a Polydad.
Now go to the forums and cry like the little bitch you are!
And before you say, oh, she's just the less cool Daniel, I want to show you that she doesn't have to be. You can actually cosplay Apollymom in-game. Yes, cape, mohawk ponytail, and all.
God, this is everything I've ever wanted!
You could even wear Apollymom while wearing Apollymom playing as Apollymom. Or you could shave the ponytail and lose the cape. Your call. Each armor variation also has 2 versions, with helmets losing their plume or ornament, chest pieces that are and aren't approved by Edna Mode,
No kicks!
and arms that change up the shoulder pads. They all look fantastic as well, but honestly, I prefer my pink Power Ranger to any of the other sets. As much as I love that you can turn the Warmonger into a shining, chivalrous-looking knight, her mannerisms are anything but. I mean, just take a look at some of these emotes.
Wanna cry?
Oh, and yes, I did test the emote spam just for you. Her executions are nothing to snuff at either, and in my opinion, might be the most solid starter executions we've seen for a hero so far. It just makes me more excited to see what else they're gonna come up with later on. And here are her 2 signatures, one of which being a callback to the story mode. On top of this, available for every hero is a new emote where it looks like your hero is reading fanfiction,
Is it getting hot in here?
wolf and sheep illustrious outfits,
I love my little sheep pet, it's the best thing they've added. The only thing you can't pet it.
I think I got it. Let me see.
Yes.
That looks like
He's
a
sheep.
Hello,
He's
little
doing
sheepy. Hello, little sheepy.
Wait, I don't have that one.
That's my flappy back.
And an execution that's a callback to the story mode. It's even got a 50-50 chance whether they are a wolf or a sheep. Just like the Prince of Persia event, there's also a free event pass that you will automatically level up alongside your main battle pass, so hooray, free loot! Warmommy is basically a walking armored Swiss Army knife with a sword. She's an all-around vanguard with an answer to almost every situation. And since all I've heard for 2 weeks is people comparing her to Warden, let's break down their similarities and differences. Warmonger can't double tap or know you with her light attacks, but blocking her light attacks won't stop her chains. Warden's finisher top heavy may be unblockable, but Warmonger has unblockable dodge heavies instead. Her zone attack can also be used to start chains, but that's not even a Warden exclusive thing. Both have a forward dodge heavy, but this one can't be dodged. Finally, there is the infamous bash. While Warmonger has traded in her shoulders and fists for fingernails, her bash is similar to Warden and Centurion's since it can be charged and cancelled. She can get into her bash from a forward or side dodge or after any light attack, even if it doesn't connect. Warden can do all of that plus back dodge into a shoulder bash, but Centurion needs a heavier light attack to hit before he can start punching you in the face. A basic, uncharged bash will only guarantee a light attack, but where Warden and Centurion can continue their chains after this, Warmonger's ends. That means you don't need to add claws to the list of vortexes you don't want to be caught in. Like the other two though, a charged bash coated in hyper armor does reward you with a heavy. Warmonger's follow-up heavy also has hyper armor. Any of you familiar with the lore will know that Apollymom stole her armor from a Lawbringer. Well, Warmonger stole more from Lawbringer than just his armor. She can channel her inner Tomas the Tank Engine after any parry, and no, I am not putting in the music. Then scratch you all over if she rams you up against a wall. It sounds kinky, but I promise it really hurts. Oh, and if you're out of stamina, I'd recommend biting the nearest pillow, because she's just gonna stick it right in. She can do this off of a revenge parry as well. We haven't even gotten to the fun part, which is her feats.
Oh, Neptune.
Yubi is out here breaking the fourth wall, giving Warmonger feats that spread the coronavirus. Just like in real life, I strongly recommend social distancing to make sure you stay alive. If you get hit with corruption, you and any allies that enter your immediate vicinity will begin to lose health. You'll see the giant circle around anybody that's hit with corruption. Don't enter that. As long as you self-isolate for 14 seconds or however long the feat lasts, you'll be fine. Eventually, Warmonger also unlocks feats that will boost the damage corruption deals and heals her, so you definitely don't want to be giving her free heals and damage. Now you might be wondering, how do minions, captains, and other AI allies work with the feat? I know you can infect him because I've done it before. And if you get close, does anything happen? No, nothing happens.
infected. What if I infect you?
That's what I was about to say. Go for it.
Alright.
Nothing.
Nothing, okay. Oh.
Hold on. Did I heal from damage done to him, though?
Oh, that's a good thought, actually.
Because whenever... Wait a minute, because that's how the infection mechanic works, right? If an enemy is infected and they take damage, I heal, right?
Yeah, because I think I'm healing too.
Hit him? That's
yeah, I'm getting healed.
you. Oh my god!
Wait, from your corruption?
Yeah, from mine! That's crazy. So he is like a true neutral then, essentially. So that's not bugged at all. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because I healed from that. Even if you're infected like that and I do the damage, I still heal too. Not a good shot. 78 damage. I think I healed? I think I healed.
I did not.
I think I saw that.
His damage buff as well.
Now, if there's anything you should have really learned from that part, it's that Warmonger can delete the entire minion lane like she's medieval Thanos.
You call this DLC, we call this a difficulty tweak.
Alright, team.
Design.
We're gonna have a coaching session,
Marco.
alright? Lesson number 1. If there's a big red fucking circle, do not stand in the big red fucking
spawn.
circle.
Oh, I did not know that. Wily green it.
Thank you. That was my TED Talk.
Now that we've gotten through a ton of information you likely already knew because Ubisoft released it or you've watched other early access videos, I'll give you something no one else can. My shitty casual opinion. Is Warmonger just Warden 2.0? I don't think that's the best way to look at it, honestly. If Warden is the Ryu of For Honor, then Warmonger is the Akuma of For Honor. While these clone characters may share some movements, their properties vary and their playstyles are different. Like Ryu, Warden is a simpler character to learn with basic and effective moves. I mean, as a Warden main, there are only 2 things I ever need to think about. How hard do I want to charge my shoulder into my enemy? And do I really want to let that top heavy fly? You don't need a dozen tools when only 1 or 2 get the job done. In contrast, Akuma and Warmonger have more tools at their disposal. I mean, Yubi gave Warmonger everything except for a deflect, soft feint, crushing counter, or male genitalia. She comes in with the opposite frame of mind of Warden. Why limit yourself to a few tools when you can use many? Now, I am not and never will be a numbers guy. I'm sure Freeze already has a frame check video detailing the timings of Warmonger's bash, so obligatory hashtag thank you Freeze, but from what I played it seemed identical to Warden's. And this is the main mechanic they share, it's what both of their kits revolve around, but they both support it differently. Where Warden has a crushing counter top light that can lead into their bash off of defense,
Alright, who's ever A, I am coming right now.
Oh, I can't crush and counter my top lights.
Dude,
I think I'm playing Warden here. Warmonger has enhanced lights that let her flow into her bash offensively. Warden can infinitely chain their bashes together via lights, which is strong in 1v1s, but Warmonger has hyper armor on her follow-up heavies, which will benefit her in 4v4s. I think you get what I'm saying. If I could change one thing about Warmonger though, it'd be that you can't get into a bash after a dodge. I think doing that would give her enhanced lights and dodge heavies more purpose and more use. But hey, that's just my dumb opinion. Plus, I think giving Warden more options with their bash over Warmonger means we won't see everybody doing this.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
As for the controversy surrounding Warmonger, I'll tip in my hat briefly. Plenty of people have been asking for Apollymon's moves in Armour. They finally get it, and they're still upset. I commonly hear that all of this should have just been given to Warden, and it's fine, you can think that, but I personally don't agree with you. Like honestly, would there somehow be less outrage if a strong and already reworked hero received another rework when there's a lineup of other, weaker heroes in dire need of attention? And on the note of giving Warden Apollymon's armor, I mean, I don't even think Warmonger should have Apollymon's armor. Let that be her unique thing. Then there's the whole animation debacle, which I don't really care about too much, honestly. I'm just glad we have mocapped rather than from scratch animations, whether they're repurposed or not. I understand that it sets a bad precedent if we just say, hey, reuse all the stuff, but all I can do is give Ubisoft the benefit of the doubt with all the COVID-19 stuff going on. But if you're gonna complain about them reusing Apollymon's movements for an Apollyon-inspired hero, then I don't really know what to tell you. Then there's the whole gender lock thing. I mean, if you wanna get upset about what unseeable digital genitals your character has, then hey, that's your thing. You wanna know what I think is really worth getting upset about? Warmonger speaks English instead of Latin. I get that as the event boss, she should speak English, but now she is the only playable hero to have English combat lines. It just feels weird and really out of place to me. But enough of that nonsense. Is she fun to play?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, I see that green blade! Get that coronavirus away, please! Please no, please no!
Come back here! Oh, that's too cracked.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt the mating dance. No, I'm sorry!
Oh, no.
Wait, do we all have it? How many of us have it?
Oh my god, it's so weird.
I can 100% affirm that in my honest and night-biased opinion, Apollymom 2.0 is indeed tons of fun.
This might hurt.
Oh, my T-Rex
Come
arms!
on, YouTuber montage!
Oh no!
Oh my god! New character
why would
is
you bury
unkillable!
that? You ruined my montage! No!
Your montage powers are stronger, unfortunate.
Guys, I just wanted to be for Rom. Why?
Yo, a man of culture.
I don't think I can say anything about the feats that hasn't already been said. We know they're absolutely busted, but I'd be lying if I said they weren't damn fun. And that is a wrap on Apollymom 2.0. As for who or what faction the next hero is fighting for, I have no idea and I don't really care because that's a problem for a later date. What I'm worried about, and what you should be too, are everyone and their dogs cosplaying as Apollyon within the coming weeks. I would like to thank you for watching, thank For Honor for that super cool early access, and everyone who took the time to play with me, whether it was in 4v4s or myth busting. Your time was greatly appreciated. I'd like to also thank my supporters on YouTube and Patreon, especially Swekles, Tough Toast, BioBalls, and Isiah. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.